I like the responsiveness. There's never been a time when we picked up the phone or sent an email and said, this is our issue, and immediately somebody doesn't get back with us. We like that. We just recently went through a compliance audit for an Alta Best Practices in our real estate department, and your company was instrumental in helping us build and write our business development plan, our continuity plan, and that was really helpful.
Yeah, I think we had an instance I think 2 weeks ago where there was a bad set of storms that came through on a Saturday afternoon. There was a power failure apparently here at the office, and we were at the house, and I received a call on my cell phone from the MSP monitoring service, and they reported to me that our system had gone down. They were able to contact the internet service provider. They were able to bring the internet connection back up and ensure that the server was up and undamaged after the power failure. And that meant that any of my employees that were working on the weekend had immediate response from AGJ without us even making a request for assistance. And that kind of attentiveness is what means a lot to me. I have so many things to manage. We have so many things to manage that to take this off of our plate is tremendous, in that we can focus on doing our work because y'all have focused on handling our IT.
Right. I like that it's not just a response, it's a proactive and a reactive. Obviously, when we have issues, AGJ is right there to address our issues and get us up and running or fix whatever issue we're having. But the proactiveness, coming in and helping us write a policy for the business continuity to plan out what's going to happen if your computers crash or if your building burns down, you know, how to store data, how to look down the road for when we're building.
Yeah, I would say that one of the things I really love about the relationship is the personal relationship. For example, we've got a network admin, Denise Land. The way she's deployed here by AGJ means that she has a relationship with us to the point that not only do we know who she is, not only do we have her contact information, but we share our ideas about how we would like things to run smoother or what our vision for the future is. And right now we're deploying mobile computing as one of our next steps in our IT development. And she was able to visit with me and ask me a series of questions so that the hardware that we deployed would be the most efficient for fulfilling our needs and our goals for the future, rather than just simply walking up to a shelf and saying, oh, here's a laptop, here's a phone, just take this, it'll be good enough. Because of that relationship, she understood what our needs are and what we wanted. And to me, you just can't you can't express enough how much it is to have someone on board with an understanding of what your business is. That's what that relationship allows us to leverage into the future for our growth and our expansion. You can't get that at $50 an hour from Mr. IT Tech in a van. We just don't get that kind of relationship.
And the reliability. You know, just the comfort of knowing if we have an issue, it's just a phone call or email away. It's going to be resolved, and it's going to be resolved quickly. You know, in our business, time is money. We bill for every minute of the day, and any minute that we're down, we're losing money. We can't afford to have that happen. And so I think the reliability and the responsiveness is the thing that I am most happy with.
Absolutely. In the past, when I interacted with other IT companies, I always felt like I was missing a translator. That the IT person served as a wizard, and I was a peon, and my instructions were to do whatever the wizard said. The AGJ was recommended to me by an attorney and close friend of mine, and he said, just get to know these guys. And as I began to meet with the different team members, I really saw someone who was willing to understand what my level of knowledge was and to gauge my willingness to learn about their art, your art. And because I was willing to learn about it, they were willing to teach me, they were willing to share. And so instead of being the keepers of this prized knowledge which only they hold, they began to interact with me. And as they began to interact with me, I began to learn more and more about what I really needed to be doing, what type of security we needed to put in place. It was very easy for me to draw up a business plan and say, well, this is what rent is, and this is how much money we have to make, and this is how many hours we have to make. But I really didn't have a concept of how important security is and how important it is to have someone to back you up. Charmaine asked me early in the process, how were we going to handle IT? And I said, well, I'm inclined to go with these guys at AGJ. I'm a little concerned about the recurring monthly expense, but they made a great impression on me. And she looked at me and said, do you want to do IT all day or do you want to practice law? And I said, I want to practice law. And she says, if you trust them, go that way. And it's been one of the best decisions we've made.
Yes.